Hi, my name is Deanna, co-founder of Sister Solutions and creator of the BioBridge. Today I want to share with you our donor directory and take an in-depth look at the features and tools that we have. If this is your first time, stick around so we can help you navigate through as smoothly as possible. To get to the directory, you can just click on the Directories tab at the top of the page and select which directory you would like to look at. Once you arrive at our donor directory, you have a few different options. So you can post in the newsfeed. This will be with the larger group. Anyone who's a member of the donor directory can post here. You can look at your clinic. You can look at other members within the directory. We have a resources and media. Here you can find different podcasts, movies, books, documentaries, groups, agencies, and blogs. And if you scroll all the way to the bottom, if there's a resource that we're missing that you're like, oh, this is my favorite, I would love to hear from you. Just click here and submit whatever resource or media that you would like to see added. All right, you can also share photos, create albums, and share documents within the larger group. Again, this is the donor directory page, so it's within everyone within the donor directory. Now, say you've looked through our clinics and we don't have your clinic listed. Right now, we only have about 1,400, and there's definitely more out there. So go ahead and click Add Clinic. All right, this little form will pop up. Just make sure to fill out your clinic name, location, and what donor you would like to be added, and we'll get it all added as soon as we can. All right, but for this example, our clinic is listed, so we're gonna go ahead and click on Clinic. You can use the search bar here to search for whatever clinic you're looking for. You can do a keyword or the whole clinic name, either will show up. You'll see that all of the clinic groups are in fact private. However, if you're a donor-conceived person, recipient parent, egg donor, sperm donor, or social family, your request to join will be immediately accepted. For today, we're gonna look at our clinic demo. All right, when you arrive at your clinic, you'll see it's pretty similar to the donor directory itself. You have a newsfeed that you can post, so this will be posting within your clinic. You have donors, members, the same resources and media is available here. You can post photos, share albums, and share documents. This is a great place to share documents within your clinic that relate to your clinic or doctor. Let's say you look through the donors, your donor isn't listed. You just go ahead and click Add Donor. This little form will come up, fill it out, and we'll get your donor added right away. For this example, our donor is listed, so I'm gonna go ahead and click on donors. So similar as to when we looked for clinics, you can go ahead and enter in the search bar your donor number. Our donor is 5712 for today. All right, you're now at your donor page. This is my favorite part of the donor directory. So the first page you land on is gonna be your member entries. Now, this is pretty similar to a lot of typical registries where we're listing our name, how we relate to the donor number, date of birth, basic information about yourself. We've also added on what DNA sites that you've tested on. Myself, I had a sister who grew up with my siblings thinking that she was part of our sibling group. And then later we were talking about how we're both on 23andMe, and then I went, wait a second. She had the wrong donor number. That can easily happen. So checking and making sure you're actually matching the people within your donor group is really helpful. To add your member entry, just scroll to the bottom, fill out the form, and it'll be added right on. Now the next tab that we have is medical information. Now this is a great place to store your family medical history for all in your donor group. So if you scroll down to the bottom, you can see this form. You select what family member this information is regarding. So whether it's the donor, fathers, mother, grandparents. Another family member could be a biological aunt or uncle. It could also be, for myself as a donor-conceived person, it could be one of my nieces or nephews. And then child of the donor, that could be referring to a donor-conceived child or their social child. And then list whatever condition you'd like to add to your family medical history. If there's anything else you'd like to share, you're welcome to in the additional information, and it'll automatically populate up here. One of my favorite things about our medical history is you can share medical information without having to share too much. So say I have asthma and I would like to share with my family that I have asthma, but I don't want them to know it's me. So in this case, I can post child of the donor has asthma. I can see one of the other children of the donor also has asthma, as does the donor. So that's really good to help me compare. If I wanted the rest of them to know that that was my information I was posting, I could add my name and the additional information. That's totally fine. Post whatever you are comfortable with and whatever you would like to share. So you can also post photos and share albums within your donor page. As a donor-conceived person myself, I love to see what my siblings look like as babies. So you could have an album of baby pictures, album of just the donor. Each donor child could have an album. It's really whatever your group would like to do. You can also share documents within your donor group, which is really helpful. For myself, my parents didn't have the donor profile, they just didn't keep it, and it was something I really wanted to see. However, my brother's mother had kept it. So being able to post it here gives me the ability to easily get it from him. So you can see the documents will just appear listed there. And then there's a little download button and you can get a copy for yourself. You can also comment on it like any other post would be. So that's the basic overview of our donor page. Now you're probably wondering, okay, that's gonna take a lot of clicks to get back here. If you just click your name, groups, and then my groups, it'll take you right to your profile, and any groups or directory pages that you're on will show up here. Now, if you want to split it into more of just seeing the directory pages, you can click on the BioBridge logo in the upper left-hand corner. This will take you to your members dashboard, and you can see right here any directory pages that you're associated with. I hope you've enjoyed our donor directory and you get what you're looking for out of it, and thank you for being a member of the BioBridge.